Okay, you're in P3, very good. You like hard question, very good. Okay, good for you. All right, for the P6 again, haha, 108 days. 108 days to your PSLE, which is on the 2nd of October. All right, so this year's PSLE should be considered quite, I think lah, should be considered quite easy. All right, because most of the topic, right, that will be tested will be on P5 topic. Come on. Your P6 topic, things like your speed, distance, time, that one also not tested already, right? Your pie chart also not tested already. All right, your net also not tested already. So many topics not tested for the P6. So if you can focus strongly on the P5 and beginning of the P6 topics, right? I tell you, P6 topic like your algebra, I think you can score very well. All right, so make use of this opportunity to score. You can do it. All right, keep fighting. So 108 days, very, very exciting. Let's look forward to that. Can? All right. So moving on, this was last week's homework. 2 minutes for you to attempt this question. 2 minutes starts now. Okay, time's up. All right, so last week, right, I believe you all know how it will go. I will flash a question and you will be given some time to do. All right, some students, they are still asking me, where do I get this question? You will not be able to get the questions from the if you are in the primary 6, right, you will not be able to go into the P5 portal to work out the question. If you are P5, you will not be able to go up to the P6 to work out the questions. So you only will be able to get the question now, at this moment. All right, so it's testing on your ability to do the question on the spot. All right, it's just like when you go for your PSLE or you go for any examination, you are flashed a question and you're supposed to be able to do it at that instant. All right, so train up on this this way of attempting the question. At the end of the lesson, right, I will tell you where to print out our this week's worksheet. All right, so now you're able to actually write down your solution. You're working on a piece of rough paper first, or better still, inside the exercise book. All right, then at the end of the lesson or 2 days later, when we upload this PDF into the internet or into our web page, you'll be able to download it and you'll be able to print out these PowerPoint slides in black and white. All right. After you print out already, then you are able to re-attempt the question by yourself again. And the moment when you re-attempt the question, right, you'll be more confident. Because I've done this question before already. Can you see or not? So you'll be doing it twice. Can? All right, so down here, Brandon, you have been guessing. However, please understand that your mathematics is not about guessing, right? You guess so many answers. Up to now, only one person got the answer. Ava, good job. All right, the rest, can you please keep trying, keep fighting. Don't give up. Can? And Xiaolin, yes, answer is 180. Good job. All right, so 2%. Okay, so this is the question. This question, last week I told you already, I want to try, yes, Victoria, question 3 is 180. You are right. So I want to try using something called branching method, all right? Because I think that is a very, very useful method. Branching is not only asking you how to do, branching actually display out the information for you. So learn branching if you can. All right. I believe that some of the school don't like branching and all this. All right. But eventually, if you can give the answer and if you can show the proper steps and your understanding is there, there shouldn't be any problem. The marks will still be given. Can? So I will always start off with 1 unit. Like this is the total. The total is always 1 unit. Can? So now I'm supposed to display out my information. I'm supposed to present out my information. All right. And Xiaolin, yes, you use branching a lot. Very good. And it helps you. Very good. Jerry, 180 also. Good job. All right. So down here, the first information is what? A shopkeeper, what? A shopkeeper sold 80% of the apples in the morning. All right. So early in the morning from down here, right, the total amount of apples that he has, all right, he sold 80%. But sure, 80% is not fraction, what? Then change to fraction. All right, because percentage, fraction, decimal, and ratio, they are all related. So why not? Why not change the percentage to fraction? Make it to something that is comfortable. Fraction is supposed to be comfortable in primary school. All right, so love fractions. 80% can be presented as what? 80% can be presented as 80 over 100 as a what? As a fraction. So as a percentage is 80 with the percent symbol. As a fraction will be 80 divided by 100. Sure, can reduce to the simplest term. Why not? Let's do it. So 80 over 100 can be reduced to 4 over 5. Can you see? 4 over 5. And 4 over 5 of the apples are sold in the what? This one is the morning. All right. Then you're supposed to display out. All right. Use your KPO method. KPO. All right. Use your KPO method to display out more information. If 4 over 5 is sold in the morning, what do you know? What is the opposite? All right. 4 over 5 is sold in the morning. 1 over 5 is what we call the remaining. Can you see not? So you are actually finding out more information for yourself. You are displaying out the information. Next, if you're right, 180 is correct. All right. So down here, read the second statement. Read the second statement. I'm doing it in different color so that you can see the link. He sold 50% of the remainder in the afternoon. So we are talking about the remainder here. Where is the remainder? The remainder is the 1/5, right? So down here you branch out. All right, down here you branch out. He sold 50%. 50% means what? 50%. That is a percentage. Again, change it as a fraction. You present it as 50 over 100. All right, and you can put it as a half. All right, reduce to lowest term. And this half is sold where? In the afternoon. So this one is afternoon. Can you see not? So you are actually just presenting out the information in a what? In the branching method. Can? So down here, right, your 1/5 remain down here. Yes. We know that half is sold in the afternoon. What's the other side of the story? All right, 1 out of 2 parts is sold in the afternoon. Yes, another half is called the what? It's called the left. Can you see not? All right, so every branch, right, must add up to 1 whole. It's just like the yellow color portion. 4 over 5 plus 1/5 is a 1 whole. Branch out the red color portion, half plus half must be 1 whole. So down here, right, what must you do? You must learn to bring the fraction to the same level for comparison. So this is where branching helps you a lot. So down here, how do you find this fraction down here? The half, right, is actually from the 1/5 remaining. All right, so I can actually circle it like that. The half is actually from the 1/5 remaining. So I want to find the fraction for this line. I'll take what? I'll take 1/5 times half. All right, so from left to right, you times. All right, 1/5 times half. All right, that will give you a what? 1 times 1, 1. 5 times 2 will be a 10. Can? Now you want to do the what? Let's do the afternoon one. So this afternoon one, right, comes from where? Let me use another color. All right, this afternoon one, right, this half comes from where? It comes from the 1/5 also. Can you see? So how do you get the ultimate fraction? You take your 1 over 5. All right, 1 over 5 times 1 over 2 also. In this case, you will get 1 over 10 also. And the last one is your 4 over 5. Can you see not? Your this morning one, this 4 over 5. Is there anything to times? Nothing. There's nothing to be branched out, right? So 4 over 5, all right, you write as 4 over 5. But everybody is denominator 10, denominator 10. So I purposely make to the same denominator to compare 8 over 10. Happy or not? Can you see 8 over 10 plus 1 over 10 plus 1 over 10? It gives you the what? 1 unit. It gives you the 1 whole again. So everything is being balanced up nicely. All right, everything is being balanced up nicely. Now look for the final clue. The final clue says what? There were 18 apples left. You're talking about the left. Left is down here. This is left. All right, you got 18 apples left. Do you know what does the fraction 1 over 10 means? The 1 over 10 means 1 is left out of the 10 total unit. All right, this 1 is left over the 10 total unit. So what you do? You compare left with left, right? So 1 unit, right, represents what? 1 unit represents your 18 apples. What you want to find? You want to find 10 units because the question asks for what at first, what? All right, so 10 units will be 18 times 10. That will give you 180 apples. Bam, answer. All right. So branching method is not only about times and all this. It's talking about displaying out the information that you have. You got so much clue and the paragraph, so many alphabets, so many words, so many fractions. What you do? You try to summarize it. Summarize it in such a way that you can understand. All right, so you learn this. Let's look at question 4. Question 4, use the same method, you can get the same answer. Shall we try? So 2 minutes start now. Okay, time's up. All right, Colette, your answer is correct, 42%. Hi, Wayne. Maybe this is your second time looking at this. Maybe you can try again. Many of you got 30%, but 30% is incorrect. Selling 42% is correct. Branson 42% is correct. So let's take a look at this question again. Quick one. So once again, do you have the total? Question never give you the total. If you have the total, then it will be easy already. So how? You start off with 1 unit. This 1 unit is your total. Can you see the steps? Exactly the same as I did in question 3. Then down here, let's start to branch out the first branch. 60% of the pupils are girls. The pupils, we are talking about the total, right? The total pupils. So from the total, we branch out what? We branch out 60%. So 60% can be written as a fraction, 60 over 100. This one is as a fraction. From percentage to a fraction, just divide by 100. And here you can simply make it to a simplest form. 60 over 100, you cancel, is actually 3 over 5. So 3 over 5 of them are girls. So down here are girls. Girl power. All right. Hey, so what's the opposite? So down here from your total, right? What's the opposite? Not girls means? Thank you. Boys. So the boys is given as what fraction? 3 out of 5 parts is given for the girls. So 2 out of 5 will be your boys. Can you see or not? So this is something called KPO. You have additional information, you just put it in. All right, even though the question never asked yet, it's okay. Just put in the information, display your information nicely. Can? All right, let's move on. Then the next line, look at the next line. All right, the next line says that what? Given that the 30% of the girls, from the girls, 30% have long hair. All right, 30% of the girls have long hair. So from the girls, the girls is down here. The girls is down here. So down here, you branch out again. 30% of the girls, right? 30% can be written as 30 over 100, can be written as the simplest form 3 over 10. All this got long hair. So tell me what's the opposite of long hair? Not long means short hair lah. So down here will be your short hair, correct or not? So look at this fraction again. 3 out of 10 parts got long hair. What's the other side of the story? Don't have to say you must automatically write out 7 over 10 got short hair. Can you see or not? So this is the information that is given from the paragraph. Draw this final line out here. So now you're supposed to bring all the fraction to the same one, same level for comparison. Check this out. This 3 over 10 comes from where? This 3 over 10 come from the girls, right? Can you see this white color circle? All right. This 3 over 10 comes from the 3 over 5 girls. So what you do? All right, from left to right, 3 over 5 girls times 3 over 10 who got long hair. All right, fractions, top times top, bottom times bottom. Cool? Now, the second one, let's talk about the short hair one. Short hair, let me use another color. Let me use another color, maybe orange here. All right, short hair. Short hair, 7 over 10 comes from the girls, which is a 3 over 5. Look at this orange portion. All right, so what you do? Again, left to right, right, 3 over 5, the girls, times the short hair, 7 over 10. And top times top, bottom times bottom. And last one is the boys, right? The boys got nothing. Yeah lah, the boys got nothing lah. The boys is left with 2 over 5. But everybody denominator is 50-50. So what do? I purposely make it to the same denominator to compare fairly. Times 10 to the denominator, times 10 to the numerator, equivalent fraction. Down here, 20 over 50. Happy now? And can you see something? Can you see something? If you add the 3 fraction together, what do you see? 21 plus 9 is 30. 30 plus 20 is 50 over 50. Isn't this one whole unit again? So this one whole unit is your total. You know that is your this total? So everything balanced up nicely, perfect. Now look for the clue or look for the question. What the question wants? Question wants you to what? Question wants you to find the percentage of pupils who are girls with short hair. Girls short hair. Girls short hair isn't this? All right, this one is girls short hair, right? So as a percentage, what must you do? Brandon, 42 is correct. All right, girls short hair, this is a fraction. But when the question say as a percentage, what must you do? Times 100%. Isn't it true? So if you do that, press your calculator if you don't believe. 21 over 50 times 100 will give you a 42%. Bam. The story is very, very clear. So if you use branching method, right, you're listing out all the story, you know. You're displaying what happens, what is this. Things that I don't know, I also can put it in. All right, and math, right, just to let you know, you have to know the things that you don't know. All right, you have to know the things that the question never said. You have to use your own initiative to bring it up. If not, the clues will not present to you. Can you see or not? All right, try this method. All right, Jamaica, 42% is correct. You are right. All right, so now let's move on to question 5. Question 5 is not what? It is not branching method. Question 5 is something called what? Equal fraction. All right, 2 minutes. I've done this before also. 2 minutes. Let's go. Okay, 2 minutes up again. All right, that is 2 minutes, the real 2 minutes, just to let you know. So this gives you a feeling of how 2 minutes feels like. So if you have this type of question, actually 2 minutes or 3 minutes can finish one. Can? All right, so can we move on? Okay, can we move on to this question together? Okay, so down here, what is happening? All right, this is something called equal fraction concept. Check this out. All right, the question will be displayed in this format. All right, the question will be displayed in this format. All right, Guri is not 150. All right, so the question will be displayed in this method. Look, in this format, 40% of somebody is equal to 75% of another person. Can you see now? 40% of somebody is equal to, so this is the keyword, to 75% of another person. So what do I do first? All right, I want to change them to fraction again because percentage, fraction, they are all linked. So use fraction to assist you. So 40% can be written as what? Can be written as 40 over 100. And if you reduce to the simplest term, is 2 over 5. Okay, what is 75%? 75% is a percentage. I can put it as a fraction, right? As a percent, what must you do? Divide by 100. All right, so as a fraction, you divide by 100. 75 over 100 is actually 3 over 4. So this statement down here, 40% of Amy's stem, right? I can actually put it as what? 2/5 of Amy's stem. All right, 2/5 of Amy's stem is equal to 75% can be written as 3/4 of May's stem. All right, I'm just copying the above. All right, I'm just copying the above. It's just that I'm presenting the percentage as a fraction now. Yes, Crystal. Crystal, answer is 230 is correct. Good job. All right, so down here, what is the thing that must be equal? All right, it is the numerator. The numerator must be equal. All right, because we are talking about here, here and here must be the same. All right, that's why it's called equal fraction concept. Equal fraction concept, remember, numerator must be the same. Let me write this down. All right, this is what we call equal fraction concept. And the rule for equal fraction concept, this type of idea, something of somebody is equal to something of somebody. All right, this one, please remember, your numerator must be the same. Numerator must be same. All right, because you're comparing the 2 out of the 5 parts and the 3 out of the 4 parts. The 2 and the 3, they say is equal. Right? All right, so you must make them the same. How to make them equal? All right, you have to look for the lowest common multiple. 2 and 3, the common, 2, 4, 6, 3, 6. So down here, you must times what? Times 3. Down here, must times 2 to make the numerator 6. But remember, if you make the numerator times 3, you must make the denominator times 3. If you make the numerator times 2, you must make the denominator times 2. Fairness. Can? So down here, you present as 6 over 15 of Amy's. All right. Is equal to what? 6 over 8 of May's. All right. So what does this statement mean? This statement shows that the numerator, right? All right, is the same already. All right. That part is the same. What's the denominator? This 15 is actually the total of Amy. Do you know that? That's the beauty of this method. This 8 is actually the total of May. Oh, that means what? That means that Amy is what? Amy is 15 units. Yeah. Okay. And May is how many units in total? May is 8 units. Can you see that? Okay. So that is very important. You have the total of each of them already. Then next, what you do? Let's take a look at the next portion. After May has given 25% of her stamp away. Remember, May gave away, not May give to Amy. No, it's not an internal transfer. It's not. It's an external. Means she gave it away. She threw it away. So throw it away, what happened? What happens? So 25% has been thrown away. It's not passed to Amy. Be careful. All right, there's a slight difference in terms of the internal and external transfer. So she passed 25% of her stamp away. So what is 25% of May's stamp? So down here, I purposely go and find out May. She gave 25%. 25% means what? 25 over 100, which means 1/4. All right. So May gave 1/4 of her stamps away. What's 1/4 of 8 units? So May got 8 units, right? So 1/4 of 8 units, right, represents what? 1/4 of 8 units is actually 2 units that is given away. All right, given away. So the story is Amy got 15 units, May got 8 units, but May gave 2 units away. Can you see? Can you see? All right, so May is left with what? May is left with, all right, you take 8 minus 2 to give you what? 6 unit. So this is the story for May. Okay, now let's take a look at the clue. What is the clue trying to say here? The clue is saying that Amy has 90 more stamps than May after May give away. Amy has 90 more stamps. So Amy got 15 units. May only left with what? 6 units. Is it true that Amy got more than May? Yes. By how many units? So you can simply take 15 units. That is Amy minus the minus the 6 units from where? From May to give you the 9 units. So Amy has 9 units more than May. That is true. Look at the statement. Amy has 90 more stamps than May. It means that the same thing, right? The 9 units and the 90 is the same thing. So 9 units compare with 90 stamps. Always look for 1 unit first. And the 1 unit will be 90 divided by 9 to give you a 10 stamps. Can you see? Woo! Once you get the 1 unit, you can do anything already. How many stamps did they have all together in the beginning? All right, in the beginning, how many stamps did they have all together? So in the beginning, Amy got 15 and May got 8. All right, so 15 plus 8, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 units. All right, we are looking for the total 23 units will be 23 times 10 to give you a what? 230 stamps. And this is the way to do it. Can you see? All right, this one is actually quite simple. You can use this method, which is called equal fraction concept. Very, very useful. Can? All right. Okay, the next question, right? The next question, 2 minutes. The next question is 2 minutes. Ready? Let's go. Okay, that's 2 minutes. Agent, not fair. Such a big question, 2 minutes is a 5 marks question. 5 marks question, you should be given about 5 minutes. That's true. Okay, you win. But remember one thing, this one was given as your last week's homework, right? So last week homework, if you have the time to take a look, right, you should know how to do. You should have already done your homework. You should be able to give me the answer, right? So how come nobody give me the answer? So why are you complaining that not enough time? So can you see what's happening? You never do your homework, right? All right. So please understand that you are supposed to practice a little bit at home also. Last week I gave you 4-question homework, right? So this is the 4th one, right? Correct or not? Because I cannot finish. Can you see? All right. So please don't complain. Now let's take a look at the question together, shall we? Let's go. So the figure is made out of 2 overlapping squares, all right? So there's the small square and there's a big square to form a third square, which is the one that is shaded. The ratio of the unshaded area of the smaller square to the unshaded area of the larger square is 3:7. Hey, so many things, so many unshaded. What do? I try to summarize up the story again. I try to summarize the paragraph. What do? I draw. So they say the unshaded part of the square, can I draw that? All right, the ratio of this portion, unshaded part of the square, the small square, this one, this is the unshaded, right? Is to what? Is to the unshaded area of the larger square. Okay, the larger square, the unshaded is here. All right, the unshaded of the larger square is like that. So I purposely draw. All right, so I want to calm myself down a little bit. Okay, the ratio of this one to this one. Can? Like that, is what? The ratio of the unshaded area of the small one is 3:7. Oh, 3:7. Cannot. All right, so relax. Ava, you're right, 2:3. All right, you are very fast. All right, you just need time only, Ava. All right, I know that I was a bit mean just now. All right, but you did it well. So down here, the clue says that the unshaded of the small square to the unshaded of the big square is 3:7. So this is the first clue given to me. Then you read on. The ratio of the shaded area, which is here, the area of the shaded area, which is here, all right, to what? To the total unshaded area. Total unshaded area, which is made up of this one here, all right? Remember this red color? This one and this one, all right? The total unshaded is here and here. Okay, the ratio is 1:50, which means that inside here is 1, the shaded is 1, and these two combined together, these two combined together is 50 units. Is that true? That's the unshaded. Hey, but sure, not fair. All right, not fair. Down here, the total is what? Down here, the total 3 plus 7. They are the unshaded one. If they are unshaded, 3 plus 7 is what? 10 units. What? The total is 10 units. But down here is 50 units. How? Not fair, right? So you must try to make things fair, lah. So total and total must be the same. So 10 units, what must you do? You must times 5 to it. You must times 5 to it to bring up to 50 units. So down here, you must times 5. So remember, if the total times 5, your individual fraction also need to times 5. So the new ratio, right? The new ratio is actually 15 is to what? Is to 35. And the total is what? The total now is given as 50 units. 15 plus 35, is it 15? Sweet. Sweet. So now with this idea, right, you purposely put back, this 15, I put back here, is the unshaded of the small square, right? This 35, I put it back, is the unshaded of the big square. Then you look on the left-hand side. Everything balance up. Look, 15 plus 35, is it 50? Nice. All right, so they are allocated already. They are properly allocated already. So now, what's up? So they say, given that the shaded area is 4 cm squared, the shaded area is how many units? 1 unit, right? So this 1 unit is 4 cm squared. Okay, write it down before I forget. 1 unit is equal to 4 cm squared. All right, the 1 represents 4 cm squared. Can we go and find the area of the small square? Just for fun. So what is the area of the small square? So the area of the small square, what is the total unit inside? All right, 15 plus 1 is what? 15 plus 1 is 16, what? Oh, 16 that means must find 16 units lah. 15 plus 1, isn't it 16? So 16 units how? Take 4 times 16 to give you a 64 cm square. That is the area of the small square. Can I go and capo a bit, go and find the area of the big square also? I can. All right. And because if I find it right, I will have myself more clues. That's good. So area of the big square is what? Okay. The unshaded area is 35 for the big square, plus the shaded is 1. What? 35 plus 1, 36. Can you see or not? Very clear if you draw like that. So down here, 36 unit is how much? 1 unit is 4 cm squared. 4 times 36. 72 times 2, 144 cm squared. So here comes the what? Twin number. Remember what's the meaning of twin number? What times what must give you 36? What times what must give you 64? What times what must give you 144? The what and the what must be of the same number. That's why it's called twins. It's like 4 times 4, 16 lah. 8 times 8, 64 lah. But in P6, you have learned something. You have learned this symbol, the square root symbol. We can use that also. All right. So with this information, right, the small square, you can go and find one side. How to find one side? All right. So it's like what times what must give you a 64 cm squared. That's why I use something called twins number. It's 8. 8 times 8 will give you a 64 one. All right. But the P6 say, I know this method, the square root. So you say that, okay, square root of 64 is equal to what? 8 cm, no? Also can. All right. How about the big square? How about the big square? Big square, same thing. How to find one side for fun? All right. So it's what times what will give you a 144 cm square. All right. You can say it's 12 times 12. All right. Twins number. They must be the same. Twins, they look like the same. 12 times 12, right? Same, right? 12 and 12, 8 and 8. So down here, you can say that, oh, P6, right? I know what is the square root. I can use it. Square root of 144 is a 12 cm. So now you successfully find the sides of the square already. What can you do? Can you find the perimeter? No problem. So now you execute to find the perimeter. It's very long, I know. That's why it's 5 marks. And if you can get these 5 marks, bam, your booklet B, right? You know, the booklet B, the long question, the structured long question, 5 marks into your pocket. Is it worth it or not? That's how you push your marks to the higher tier. All right. So maybe you can get 75 already. With this, bam, you get 80%. Can you see or not? So this type of question, will it come out? If it comes out, you know what to do. All right, let's go and find the perimeter of the small square. All right, perimeter of small. So how do you find the perimeter of small square? Simply take what? 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8, right? Or simply 4 times 8 lah, faster. 32 cm. All right, then can we go and find the perimeter of the big square? How come? Because the question, right, just now I play cheat. I look at what the question wants already. All right, the question wants the perimeter of the small square to the perimeter of the big square in terms of ratio. All right, so big square, how do you find? You find the sides, right? 12. 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 is simply 4 times 12, which is 48 cm. Is that true? All right, so you want the ratio? Can. Ratio is what? 32 is to 48. But remember, reduce to the simplest form. Divide by 8 maybe. Divide by 8 is 4 is to 6. Still can reduce. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. 2 is to 3. And bam, that is your answer. 5 marks. Is it worth it? Worth it. All right, so some of you got it already. All right, the first person who got it is Ava. Good job, very, very fast. All right, Nakif also got it already. All right, Dan Win also got it already. Good job. Why is it 16 units? Because Isra, the small square, right, the unshaded part, look here. All right, can you see this black color unshaded part here? Is 15. All right, this unshaded 15 plus the one shaded. These two items form a square, right? So 15 plus 1 is 16. All right, the meaning of small square, right, is this whole thing here. All right, is this whole thing here. This is the whole small square. Okay, and this small square is made up of this part, which is 15, and this part that is 1. Can you see? So 15 plus 1 is 16. Same as for the big square. Same as for the big square. Right, the big square is made up of what? It's made up of this shaded one. All right, it's made up of this shaded one, and the rest is 35. What? So 35 plus 1, isn't it 36? Can? All right, so this is a big question, 5 marks question. Is it worth it? Yes, it's worth it. Better understand it. It's very, very enjoyable to do one. Can? All right, so now, right, we finish off with the last week's homework already. We've taken about 30 minutes of time already. It's very precious all this time. So now we are going into the P5 topic in terms of your the class prerequisite that I asked you to do. All right, for the P5 topic, it's very simple. All right, I purposely select something that is easy so that we can do faster, so that we can have more times to do some students' question at the end of this lesson. Can? So we will be doing this very fast. Can? It's about multiplication of fractions. Are you ready? All right. The next question, 30 seconds only. 30 seconds, no calculator. Question 1, 2, 3, no calculator. Question 4 and 5, calculator. Are you ready? All right. So 30 seconds. Let's go. Okay, that was 30 seconds. Wow, you're so fast. Yeah, I know. All right, so how? This type of question, your multiplication, your mental sum must be fast also. How? Because you can use cancellation method. You know how to cancel. So cancel properly. All right, the first answer is 3 over 8. All right, very good. But some of you get 0.375. That's a decimal. How do you get a decimal? All right, you are supposed to give the answer as a fraction for this. All right, unless probably, I don't know. Okay, let's take a look. So 3 over 32 times 4. What do I do? This 4, right, is actually 4 over 1. Check this out. All right, this 4 is actually 4 over 1. Can you see? So how do you cancel? You look at the numerator and denominator. If they belong to the same multiplication table, you can cancel. So 4 and 32, one on top, one below can cancel? Can. 4 and 32 belongs to the 4 timetable. So you think, divide by 4, divide by 4. 4 divided by 4 is a 1. 32 divided by 4 is a 8. Can you see or not? What is left? Top times top, bottom times bottom. Answer. How slow can you get? All right, you're supposed to do this fast. How slow can you get if you know how to cancel? So once again, check it out, the second question, part B. 11 and 77, they are part of which timetable? The 11 timetable. All right, so how? Divide by 11, divide by 11. 11 divided by 11 is a 1. 77 divided by 11 is a 7. Happy? Now, go up and down. You have 21 and 7. Top and bottom, right, can cancel, you can cancel. All right, 7 and 21, they belongs to the 7 timetable. So how? Divide by 7, divide by 7. 7 divided by 7 is a 1. 21 divided by 7 is a 3. Last step, 3 and 30. They belongs to what timetable? The 3 timetable. Divide by 3, divide by 3. 3 divided by 3 is a 1. 30 divided by 3 is a 10. Answer 1 over 10. Can you see not? Can you finish in 30 seconds? No problem. Try the next question in 30 seconds. Start now. Once again, time's up. Only one student, Ava, again got it fast enough. All right, she gave the answer as 4, 4. Correct. The first answer is 4. Yes. Shen Xin, the answer is 4. Brandon, the answer is 4. Correct. All right, so both answers is actually 4. So down here, again, what do you see? Can cancel, you cancel. On top and below, if they are in the same multiple, you can cancel. 5 and 10, are they part of the same timetable? 5 and 10 belongs to the 5 timetable. Divide by 5, divide by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 10 divided by 5 is a 2. Now, across 26 and 13, do they belong to the same timetable? Yes, they belong to the 13 timetable. So how? Divide by 13, divide by 13. 13 divided by 13 is a 1. 26 divided by 13 is a 2. Now what you do? Top times top, bottom times bottom. 2 times 2 is a 4. 1 times 1 is a 1. 4 over 1 can be written as 4. Can you see? Next question. 5 and 1/5. Oh no, mixed number. Don't panic. Change the mixed number to improper fraction. Make it easy for yourself. All right, find a way out. Don't just say, oh no, find a way out. So how do you make it to an improper fraction? 5 times 5 plus 1. 25 plus 1, 26. 26 over 5, all right? 26 over 5 is the first improper fraction. Change to what? Mixed number. Can you see not? All right, so 5 and 1/5 is a mixed number, sorry, change to improper fraction, which is 26 over 5. So 26 over 5 times 10 over 13, what you do? All right, can cancel, you cancel again. Eh, isn't it the same answer as the top? Isn't it the same question as the top? Answer is 4 lah. Can you see not? So this question, the purpose is to allow you to change the what? Change the mixed number to improper. Mixed number, you cannot multiply one. Trust me. Use what? Use improper to multiply. It's faster. Can? All right, ready for question 3? Another 30 seconds. Let's go. Okay, very good. Eva, 390 and 108 correct. Brandon, 390 correct. Keith, 390 correct. All right. I can see that some of you can only do one question out of 2, right? That's okay. Train your speed. You must be able to adapt and train accordingly. All right. Not only you want to be accurate, you have to be fast also, especially in the exam. But remember, accuracy is number 1. All right. You need the accuracy to score points. Fast, okay, you can train one. All right. So let's talk about these 2 questions once again. Mixed number, how? Change to improper fraction. 9 times 7 plus 2. 63 plus 2 is a 65 over 9 times 54 over 1. What do you see? 9 and 54. One on top, one below can cancel? Yes, they belong to the same 9 timetable. Divide by 9, divide by 9. 9 divided by 9 is a 1. 54 divided by 9 is a 6. So the next step is 6 times 65. All right, 6 times 65, do a quick multiplication. All right, down here will be a 30. 36 plus 3, 39. 390. Can you see? So you can do this in 15 seconds. Can. Train yourself. You can do it. Your mental sum must be super fast by now. P5, P6. Next one, 30 times 3 and 3/5. Change the mixed number to a improper fraction. So down here, 5 times 3 is a 15. 15 plus 3 is a 18 over 5. This one is 30 over 1. What do you see? 30 and 5, right, they belong to the same 5 timetable. Divide by 5, divide by 5. 5 divided by 5 is a 1, 30 divided by 5 is a 6. So you're left with 18 times 6. 8, 6, 24, 6, 2, 84. All right, is that true? Not true, something wrong, something wrong, right? All right, what is wrong? All right, so what is wrong now here? Anyone? All right, 8 times 6 is what? It's not 24. 8 times 6 is 48. All right, so sometimes, again, you do too fast, you speak too fast, what happens? Careless mistake will start to come in. So relax, all right? Relax, accuracy is still number one. Okay? So 6 times 1 is 6 plus 4, 108. Is this better? Yes, this is much more better. All right, so carelessness will definitely come in. So how? That's why you need to learn to check your work also. Can? Okay? Ready for the next question? Question 4. Question 4 and question 5, right? I allow you to press your calculator. I want to test you on your calculator skill. All right. Question 4 and 5, press your calculator. So have your calculator with you. Same thing. 30 seconds starting now. Okay, very good. All right. Some of you got it. All right. Yes, Eva, you got it again. All right. Nakif, Colette, you got it. Kristen, Colette, Jivan, Rivan. All right. So many of you got it. All right. 21 over 2. 21 over 2 is, or 2.5, is it, Isra? All right. So 25 over 16, right? I'm afraid that some people don't know how to press a calculator. So please, if you have a calculator, press with me. What you do? For 25 over 16, right, press the fraction key first, the top and the bottom. You press 25, you press the down button, you press 16. You press the right arrow to the right, you press a times. How do you key in a mixed number? All right, how do you key in 1 and 3/5? Please press the shift fraction button. The shift fraction button. Here you have 3 boxes coming out. One is in the center, one is on top, and one is below. And that's where you key in 1, press the button to the right, press 3, press the down button, press 5, press equal. You get a 5 over 2. Can you see or not? All right, and your school teacher will prefer you to write it in mixed number. So write it as 2.5. Is that okay? All right, I'm very worried. How come? Because some of you don't know how to press the what? The mixed number into your calculator. What will you do? You press the fraction key, then you press 3 over 5. Then you press the left arrow to the front, and you put a 1 down there. 1 and 3/5 lah. Wrong. This is incorrect. This is not how you press your mixed number into your calculator. It's not. How do you press your mixed number? Remember, press shift fraction. 3 boxes must come out. All right, 3 boxes must come out. Then you key in the numbers accordingly. All right, most calculator is like this. All right, for the sharp calculator, maybe you have something else. All right, you are supposed to press the second function, ABC also. All right, I believe so. Okay, so know how your calculator function are very important to know how your calculator function. All right, if you're using Casio FX96 SG Plus or the new one, 97 SGX, please remember to press the shift fraction key. Cool? This one also, 6 and 4 over 7 times 42 over 8. All right, you will get a 34.5. Do practice practicing your calculator, pressing your calculator, sorry. All right, do practice pressing your calculator because this is your only friend in the examination hall. You're not able to talk to anybody. You're not able to speak to your friend. All right, you can only press your calculator inside your booklet too. All right, so make sure you know how to use your calculator very well. Can you please do that? All right. So question 5, ready? Once again, use your calculator. 30 seconds. All right, use your calculator. 30 seconds. Let's go. Okay, and that's time's up. Yep, a lot of people got it. Colette, Krista, Ava, Brandon, 5 and 1 over 12. That one is, I think, a bit off. Right, Brandon, we got 55 and 1 over 12. I think something's wrong. All right, Krista got both answers correct. Yes. Ava got both answers correct. Yes. Oh, 445. It's 45. All right, Revan is 4. I think you key wrongly. Jamaica is not 551. Oh, 551 over 12. Oh, 551 over 12 is not, it's a mixed number, is it? Oh, 551 over 12 is 45 and 11 over 12. Okay, so do try to put it as a mixed number, Ken. All right, Jamaica and some of the student, Brandon and all this. All right, so this number, right? Yes, sometimes you get 551 over 12 as a what mixed number, 55 and 11 over 12. Always try to present as a mixed number. Can? And the bottom one answer is 21. Is that okay? All right. Yes. This I cannot read Chinese well. Sorry. Can I call you En? All right. I like this name. En. En is very nice. All right. You got it correct. All right, so now, right, we have finished the P5 work already. P5, that's why I put it as quite simple, using a calculator and using some cancellation method so that we can have more time for the P6. And there are some students who actually wrote in, they want certain questions to be answered. So today we'll be doing some of that also. That's the reason why I try to speed up the front part. All right, homework, come on, you should know already. And down here, this one is the easy part, right? So the next portion, right, is the break time. All right, so break time, 2 minutes for you. All right, so go for your break, go for a toilet break, replenish on your foolscap paper. All right, take out your pen and all this. All right, this is the time where you can on your video if you want. Just now I saw Brandon holding his dog, but I need to cut him off a little bit. All right, I need to stop the video because I'm having lessons lah. All right, so Brandon, hope you understand. Now is the best time for you to show your doggy if you want. All right, so there's always time for everything. Okay. Ah, Jarek. Jarek, your behind that one is what? Not Girls' Generation, right? Sorry, Korean pop group, I only know who is Girls' Generation. The rest I don't know. I boy what? Boy like girl, okay what? Yeah, super young girls, I know. BTS lah, oh, Xiaolin, sorry lah, I don't know lah. You girl, right? Xiaolin, you girl, you like boy, right? Okay, so you know them what? BTS. Oh, Jamaica, you also know. Everybody know. Huh? Brandon, you cannot start your video. How come? I never block you. What? In terms of video, you all can activate what? Better? Yeah. Where's the dog now, Brandon? Outside already. Yeah, you see lah. Sorry, I just now I got to cut you off because having the lesson cannot be distracted. I cannot have any other cuter animal cuter than me on screen. Animal? Yeah. Humans are animal, what? Why leh? Okay, so we have another 15 seconds for the break. Yes, break time very fast, right? Totally understand. Can I see question 5? Sure. Humans are mammals, but mammals is under the animals group, correct? Right? We have the animal kingdom, we have the plant kingdom, right? So human belong where? Oh, plant ah. Do you? Photosynthesis? Very funny. Okay, some of you cannot start your video, is okay lah. We are going off with the break already. Okay, so now we have to go into the P6 topic already. What is, Isra, what is asking, what is the N for 3B? What is 3B? The answer is it? A and S ah? Oh, okay, come. Answer for 3B is here, 108. Okay, so I'm moving on already. I'm moving on already. All right, please close your video. All right, I want to be the only cute living creature, all right, on screen now. All right, I know, thick skin. Okay, but that's how I survive lah, huh? Okay, come. Change in percentage is P6 topic. All right, P5 you say, you haven't learned yet, but it's very simple. Trust me. All right, when we talk about change in percentage, right, can you please remember this little formula for me? It's talking about something called the differences. Differences over the original times 100%. All right, very simple formula. All right, it's going to be very useful for you in P6 and also in your secondary school. Differences over the original times 100%. So question is saying that which student has her marks increased by 25% in test 2 compared to test 1. So From 80 to 92, is there an increase? Yes, there's an increase from 80 to 92. What is the increase? So you use something called differences over the original times 100%. Let's use calculator for this section, all right? So what's the difference first? Difference means what? Big minus small. So 92 is the bigger number minus the smaller number over what? Over the original number. Original is your test 1, 80 times 100%. If you press your calculator, what do you get? All right, 92 minus 80 divided by 80 times 100. You get a 15% only. This is a 15%. All right, this question I'll be doing lah. All right, because I want to teach some of the primary 5, right? What is the meaning of change in percentage? Can? All right, so this one, right, for tar is only a 15%. Let's talk about Gwen from 80 to 68. Let's go and find the differences. 80 minus 68. Differences means big minus small over the original times 100%. All right, so you have 80 minus 68 is a 80 minus 68 is a 12. 12 divided by 80 times 100. It's a 15%. But remember, this 15% is a what? All right, from 80 to 68 is a decrease. Oh no. All right, it's a decrease of 15%. But the first one is an increase. tar is an increase of 15%. Can you see the difference? All right, answer is Si Hui. Yes, very good. All right, Olivia, ne? Olivia is what? Olivia in the beginning is 80, at the end is 60. Oh, this is a decrease. You're looking for increase there. Hello? All right. Who is that who write Olivia? Colette. All right, you are looking for increase, not decrease. So once again, right, you have to look for the differences. 80 minus 60 over the original 80 marks times 100%. All right, this one is what? 20 divided by 80 times 100. Yes, 25. But this one is a what? From 80 to become 60 is a decrease. But question is looking for what? Question is looking for increase. Hello? So last one, let's try. Let's look for the differences. 100 minus 80, big minus small, over the original 80 times 100%. What do you get? So it's like 20 divided by 80 times 100. Yes, it's a 25%. And this one is from 80 to 100. Means what? It's an increase. Therefore, the answer down here is Si Hui. Woo! Can you understand? So just remember this little formula down here. Very, very useful. Differences over original times 100%. Are you ready? All right. So question 2 is yours. Question 2 will give you what? Will give you 1 minute. All right. Question 2, 1 minute. Very fast one. Okay, let's go. Okay, there is 1 minute. 1 minute. Brandon, not answer is not 5%. It's not 5%. All right. The answer is 25%. Most of you got it once again. So what you do again, let's look at the question. Question says that there were 16 tables at first. 4 were added in. All right, 4 were added in. So now what's the new? What's the new? All right, so 16 plus 4, do you do this step or not? Some of you just take it for granted. You just say 4 over 16, or maybe you take 16 minus 4. Some of you take 16 minus 4 is a 12. 12 over 16 times 100%. Is that true or not? Be careful, be careful. All right, so in the beginning, right, we have 16. All right, at the end, what happened? We have 20. Can you see or not? What did I say? They asked for percentage increase or percentage decrease or percentage change. Remember, use the differences over the original. What's the differences? Differences is the 20 big minus small one. Can you see or not? It's not about the 4 tables here. All right, it's not about the 4 tables here. In the beginning, got 16 tables. At the end, got 20 tables. So down here, you're supposed to look for the what? The differences between these two. All right, the beginning and the end. So big minus small over the small, or no, over the original. Originally, you have 16, right? So 20 minus 16 is the differences over the 16 times 100%. And this will give you a what? This will give you a 25% increase, right? That's the answer. Can you see that or not? All right, so don't just take 16 minus 4. You don't just see two numbers and you just minus. It doesn't make sense. Can you see or not? The top number must be the differences. Can you see? All right, so go and find what is in the beginning and what is at the end first. Don't do it too fast. If you do it too fast, what will happen? Careless mistake will come in. So how do you get 25? Huh? Press calculator lah, Isra. Or you can do 20 minus 16 is a 4 over 16 times 100 like that. Can? All right, then how? You want to reduce the lowest term? You can, I don't understand your question. How do you get 25? So this one is divide by what? All right, 4 and 16, right? 4 and 16, you can reduce the lowest term. 4 and 16 is part of the 4 timetable. Divide by 4, divide by 4. 4 divided by 4 is a 1. 16 divided by 4 is a 4. All right. So down here, what do you have? 4 is below, 100 is on top. So both numbers can divide by 4. So 4 divided by 4 is a 1. 100 divided by 4 is a 25. So down here is 25%. If not, just press your calculator. All right, the next question, question 3. Question 3, also 1 minute. All right, read properly first. Don't just jump into conclusion. Question 3, let's go. Okay, that's another 1 minute. All right. Again, this is our question, right? They say percentage increase, percentage decrease. Percentage discount also can. Can. All right, because we are talking about the changes in the percentage. So what do you have? The usual price is 1,000. That is the in the beginning. All right. So that's the normal price is 1,000. Now the discounted price is 860. What did I say? Differences over original times 100%. So differences means big number minus small number. That's the meaning of differences. Original. What is the original? The original is your $1,000 times 100%, right? Because they want it as a percentage. Every time they want it as a percentage, just times 100. It's right. 14% is correct. So down here, you can press your calculator. 1,000 minus 860. That will give you a 140 over 1,000 times 100. All right. So if you can, just press your calculator. 140 divided by 1,000 times 100. And you will get 14%. All right. This is the discount. Can you see? This is the discount. Is that okay? All right, so these 3 questions, right? Question 1, 2, 3, something called what? Change in percentage, whereby you use something called the differences over the original times 100%. Use this. Very, very useful. Differences means big number minus small number. Can? Then to determine whether it increase or decrease, then you have to see lah. In the beginning it's 1,000. Now it's 860. So there is a decrease. There's a 14% decrease, right? All right, decrease means cheaper. It means goes down, right? Can you see or not? Can? All right, the next question, right? I don't know whether is it on differences over original times 100%. Can we just look at the next question now? Question 4. This is the easiest really. All right, this is the easiest method really. All right, just remember the formula and apply it in. Okay, question 4, you have 1 minute. Let's go. Okay, that's 1 minute. Correct answer is not $89.10. It's not, but I know that you're trying. Good job, good job. All right. So answer is actually $110. How you do this? Okay, this type of question is not the differences over original times 180. Down here, right, you have to try to understand a little bit. The price of this bag, right? Let's say about this bag, right? Decreased by 10% to $99. So initially, in the beginning, it must be 100%. Always start off with 100%. So in the beginning, it's 100%. So it decreased by 10%, means what? 100% minus 10% to give you what? 90%. All right. So 90% is like what we call the discounted price. All right. Why is it called the discounted price? Because 10% has been given. So you don't pay 100% of the price, you pay what? 90% of the price only because you got a 10% discount. So 100% minus 10% is a 90%. So this is called a discounted price. Read the question. The price of a bag decreased by 10% to $99. So you are only paying $99. You are only paying $99 to the for this bag. All right, you're only paying $99 for this bag. So $99 is your what? $99 is what you call your discounted price because this is the final amount that you'll be paying. So can you see not? In terms of percentage, the discounted price is a 90%. In terms of money, $99 is your discounted price. Discounted price and discounted price, they are the same thing. So you compare them fairly. Go and find 10% first. All right, I like to find 10%. How? Easy. Divide by 9. All right, 90 divided by 9 is a 10. Down here, you also must divide by 9. So you get a $11. Can you see the number is very nice? So you must choose what number to divide in future, all right, to make it easier. They want to find the original price. Original price means 100%. From 10%, how do I get to 100%? Times 10. If you times 10 on one side, please remember to times 10 on the other side. And the price of the bag is $110. That's the way to do it. All right, compare discounted price with discounted price. Can? All right, question 5 will be having a part A and part B. 5A, 2 minutes for you. Let's go. The meaning of figure here means the number of babies. Okay, that's 2 minutes. All right, this type of question, slowly. You have to do it slowly. You have to do on a year-by-year basis. All right, you cannot jump to the final year. Let's take a look. In 2007, there were 30,000 babies born in the country. All right, in 2007. In 2008, the figure dropped by 10%, decreased by 10%. The figure down here represents what? The 2007 babies. All right, it dropped by 10%. What's the meaning of 10%? So you go and find what? you're going to find out what is the meaning of 10%. 10% can be written as 10 over 100. All right, percentage as a fraction, 10% to become a fraction is 10 over 100. All right, so 10 over 100 times what? Times the 30,000 babies that is in 2007. All right, so what does the 10% means? The 10% is of these 30,000 babies. So 10 over 100 times 30,000, that will give you a 3,000 baby lesser. All right, 3,000 baby lesser. All right, so in 2008, how many babies are there? In 2008, how many babies are there? All right, so you have to take 30,000 minus away this 3,000 to give you your 27,000 babies. That is in what? 2008. Eh? But the question never say in 2008 what, right? They want to look for what? In 2009, is it? All right. So in 2009, the figure increased by 10% compared to 2008. So you're comparing the 2008, which is this amount here. But what is the meaning of 10% again? All right, the meaning of 10% means 10 over 100. But now it's increased, times what? Times the 27,000. All right, that will give you your 2,700 babies more. All right, more. So now in 2009, how many babies do you have? All right, you have 27,000 plus your 2,700 babies. All right, that will give you your 29,700 babies in 2009. Can you see or not? So these are a question you have to do it step by step one. Can? All right, do year upon year. If there's a decrease, okay, finish, settle it already, then go on to the next year. Now you have to compare. The last question, 5B. All right, this one we do it together. We do it together. So question is asking now, 5B. What is the percentage increase or decrease in the birth figure between 2007 and 2009? 2007 is 30,000. Can you see not? 2007 is 30,000. 2009 leh? 2009 is 29,700, right, babies? We found it just now. So again, what are you looking for? Percentage increase or decrease? What you do? Differences means big number minus small number over the original, which is 30,000. That is in 2007 times 100%. And all you got to do is to press your calculator. Can you see not? If your A is mistake, right, your B will be affected. So it's very scary. All right. So some of you never score marks, right? In the first part, your second part, right, you will not be able to score marks also. Answer is a 1%. So there's a 1% increase. Can you see that? And that's your answer. All right. All right. So now, right, it's the P6 percentage we have done already. This is supposed to be from the computer aided assessment. The next 3 questions will be questions from the student. They ask me. All right. However, I do not have the time to let you practice. Then we discuss. I'm just going to go through it together. All right. So if you can try to catch it. All right. Because I'm trying to finish the 3 questions in 15 minutes. So let's see I can do it or not. Let's go. So we have ABCD is a square of area 96 cm square. E and F are the midpoint. Midpoint means the center of AD and AB. Find the area of the shaded triangle. So you're supposed to find the shaded triangle. Can you see now? So this is our question, right? Please try to what? Chop, cut a little bit. So I'm trying to draw this square out again. All right, I'm just trying to sketch out this square. You're supposed to find the area of the shaded. So as you can see, right, because down here, is cut into half. All right, the entire length is DA, but this portion is like half of it, right? All right, can I say that this portion here is the same also? All right, here, the thick here, and the thick here is the same. So I'm just focusing on the white color portion. All right, I'm just focusing on the white color portion. Can you see that this green triangle here, this green triangle and this green triangle, they are actually the same? All right, this one and green is actually the same. So if I cut it and I put it down here, all right, can I do it like that? All right, this is the first green. And first green, and the second green, I'm going to put it like that, lying down. The second green like that. Okay, so this is the first green and this is the second green. They actually make up half of the square. Can you see or not? So these two are accounted for already. All right, this one and this one accounted for already. So the base and the base are the same. And because we know that the side, right, this is a square, right? So the sides are the same also. So we know that 1 and 2, they are actually the same. So now let's take a look at the smaller triangle. The blue one, here. Can you see down here? Can you see that this one is actually made up of here? This portion here? Can you see? And because, right, AF and this portion is the same again. All right, and this portion is the same. That's why I can definitely say that this portion and this portion, they are like half-half. Right? So now, where is the black color triangle? You try to bring all the black color triangle together, it's actually this shape down here. Can you see or not? So if you draw it out, right, it's actually very clear. Can you see it? So now, right, I'm going to cut it again. All right, I'm going to cut it into the blue triangle. Okay. So down here, I'm going to cut. I can cut that. So this is one blue triangle. Down here is another blue. This is one blue. Down here is another blue. So I purposely cut it into the what? Same size of blue. Can you see? So the top portion will consist of two green one. Right, the top portion will consist of two green. And the bottom portion is the one blue, and the rest are black. So this portion is black. Can you see now? So what do you see? 96 cm squared is the area of the square. How many blue? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 units of blue. 8 units of blue is equal to 96 cm squared. Can you find 1 unit? 1 unit of blue. 96 divided by 8. Such a nice number. It's a what? It's a 12 cm squared. You're looking for the shaded. Shaded is how many? Blue? 3. 3 unit of blue. So 3 unit of blue, 12 times 3, answer will be a 36 cm square. Can you see or not? So this is our question, very interesting, right? You must learn how to cut up a little bit. It's not very hard to see. Cool? All right, next question. Question 2. Let's move on. Brandon, we are done after I'm done. Don't worry. All right. Question 2 is this. Figure shows 2 quarter circles and a rectangle. The radius of the big quarter is 4 cm. So down here, can you see the big quarter? I'm drawing in blue here. The blue one here. All right, this blue one is the big one. This big quarter is a 4 cm. Can you see? There's another smaller quarter, the red color. Smaller quarter is here, the red color. Okay, is a 2 cm. Can you see? Okay, because the whole of this thing, right, is a 4 cm. Can I also say that the whole of this thing is a 4 cm also? Yes, right, because it's a quarter one, which means that down here is a 2 cm also. Additional information. Okay, so now what do I have? I have pi. Pi is 3.14. What the question want? The question wants to find the differences between what? The differences in area between the two shaded part A and B. A and B is here. So you're supposed to find the differences of A and B. Looking at the picture, can you see that B, shaded B, is bigger than A? All right, shaded B is bigger than A. Those students who are in primary 3, primary 4, right, if this is too difficult, you can actually exit already. Class ended already. All right, but if you want to learn a little bit more, don't make this type of statement, I am P3, so what? All right, if you are P3, can you learn something extra? Why not? Can you see not? Don't restrict yourself to, okay, P3, I learn like that only. Don't say that. Come on. All right, so if you want, please try to understand what is happening. It will be good for you in your P5, P6. Anyway, this is a P5, P6 class, right? So down here, you're looking for the differences in area between the shaded part of A and B. Can you see that A is a little bit bigger than B? So does that mean the other side of the red quarter is 2 cm? Which part? Down here is 2 cm. Okay, down here is 2 cm, yes. All right, but down here, I don't know. Down here, I don't know, and I don't care. Okay, that's the meaning of quarter. Can? For those who haven't learned quarter, this is the meaning of quarter. And quarter down here must be a 90 degrees one. And down here must be a 90 degrees one. Okay, so how do you find the area of a circle? The area of circle is found by pi r squared. The area of a complete circle is pi r squared. All right, so how do you find a quarter? Quarter is actually 1 quarter. All right, quarter is actually 1 quarter, so you have to divide by 4. Okay, so let's go and look at the area of the big quarter first. Brandon, can you don't put your tongue out? It's a little bit not nice lah. Okay, Natalie, good job. You're P3, but I'm still learning. Good job. All right, highway also, good job. All right, so down here, right, let's go and find as much as we can. So what is the area of the big quarter? Can we find? Area of the big quarter. Okay. So quarter means you have to divide by 4. One full circle is pi r squared. All right. So you have to take what? Pi r squared divided by 4, or simply 1/4 times pi r. What is r? The big one, 4 times square. All right. Press your calculator. 1/4 pi r squared will give you a 3.14 cm squared. So that's the area of the big, 1/4 times 3.14 times 4 squared is actually 12.56. I calculated wrongly. Cm squared. Okay, so that's the area of the entire big blue quarter. So now let's go and find the area of the small red quarter. All right, because we can. Area of small quarter here. Same thing, quarter is 1/4 times what? One full circle is pi r squared. So 3.14 times r. R is 2 square. Okay, if you press your calculator, you should get a 3.14 cm square. So we have the area of this small quarter, which is 3.14. We have the area of the big quarter, which is 12.56. Can I go and find the area of the what? The B and this portion here? Can you see this portion? I'm going to draw it as green. Can you see this portion? All right. So the area of B, area of B, which is the shaded B, area of B plus the area of this shape down here. It's not a rectangle, but it's this shape down here. All right, it's this shape, this green color shape. It's a little bit slanting. All right, how do you find the area of B and the green color portion? Can you see that the area of B and the green color portion is actually the blue minus the red? The entire blue minus the red. So blue minus the red means 12.56 minus the 3.14. Can you see that? All right, 12.56 minus 3.14 is 9.42. 9.42 cm squared. All right, so the blue is this quarter here. This is the blue. All right, this entire blue. All right, minus the red color. Minus the red color will give you what? All right, minus this red color will give you the B and the green color portion. Is that true? All right, so that's the idea you must know. All right, this is the green color portion. Okay, so another clue that we have is the entire rectangle. Do we have the area of the entire rectangle? Yes. All right, area of the entire rectangle, is actually what? 4 times 2. 4 times 2 here. All right, 4 times 2 is actually 8 cm square. Can you see that? Okay, so how do you find the area? So can you see that, right? This black rectangle, right? This black rectangle here consists of what? This black rectangle consists of the area of A, which is the top portion, the shaded, and also the green color portion. Can you see that? All right, the area of the rectangle consists of area of A, all right, and also the green color portion, which is actually 8 cm square. That makes up the entire rectangle. Right? So what do you see? The question is looking for what? The question is looking for the differences in area between the two shaded parts. So you're actually taking what? You're actually taking the area of B to minus the area of A. The green color portion is the common, is the repeated part. All right, the green color portion is the repeated portion. So what happens? So simply write area of B, all right, minus area of A is actually looking for the difference of what? Simply 9.42 minus the 8. So the difference is actually 1.42 cm squared here. Can you see now? Because the green color portion is the repeat. All right, so green minus green, no more. B minus A is actually 9.42 minus 8. B minus A, is it looking for the difference of the area of the shaded? Yes, that's what the question is looking for, the difference in area between the shaded. All right, so this type of question, you have to look at the what? Look at the place that is common. In this case, it's the green color portion. Can you see? All right, it's not easy, but you have to try to slowly find as much information as possible. All right, one more question, question 3, one more question. Don't worry, all this will be what? All this will be recorded, all right? You can go and view it again and again. It's a little bit confusing, yes. Okay, so question 3. Oh, this is a little bit worse. All right, I don't think I have enough time to finish. All right, but let's try to do it as best as we can. Okay, so down here, right, the figure consists of 2 rectangles A, B, C, D, which is here, the red color. And also another triangle, which is what? E, F, G, H, which is here, the blue. Okay, and we know that the red color, area of the red color is how much? Area of the red color given is 306 cm square. Question say that 40% of the figure is shaded. So 40% shaded, which means what? Which means that 60% is unshaded. So this is the hidden clue. And what did the question gives us? The unshaded area is 324. So unshaded means 324. Unshaded and unshaded, we compare. So can we go and find out what's 10% first? All right. So 60% is 324. So 10% will be 324 divided by 6. Because down here you divide by 6, right? 324 divided by 6 should give you a 54 cm square. Can I purposely go and find what is the 40% shaded? So 40% shaded, 54 times 4. That will give you a 216 cm square. Okay, so these are the clues that we have. Okay, so now let's take a look. What is the ratio of the area of triangle EXH, which is the green triangle here, versus the what? Versus the ADGF, which is the whole thing here, which is the purple here. Okay, so down here, right, you need to try to cut again. Must learn how to cut again. Okay, let's look at the black square here. This one, the black square here. Okay, so instead of putting slanted, I purposely put it as a what? I purposely put it as a in terms of like that. Can you see? So instead of putting slanted, I put it as straight. Instead of slanted, I put it as straight. Can you see? So my X is here, my W is here, my Z is here, and my Y is here. Can you see? So slanted, I put it as straight. Then do you know something? Do you know that if I can cut it out like that, right? Cut it into equal parts, it will look something like that. All right. This will be your E, and this will be your H. Cut like that. Okay. Then down here, I cut like that again. I cut like that. Can you see or not? All right. So that will be your B, and this will be your C. Can you see? Can you see that all the parts are actually the same size? Can you see that they are the same size down here? All right. So the one that's shaded, right, is actually down here, down here. The shaded one is actually down here, down here. According to this diagram here. So how many parts is being shaded? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 6 of it is being shaded. Right? Shaded and shaded. Right? Then you can do a comparison. All right. You can say that 6 of the triangle. All right. Or we call it 6 units. 6 units is equal to 216 cm square. Always going to find your 1 unit first. So your 1 unit will be 216 divided by 6 to give you a 36 cm square. So one of these green color triangle, right? One of these green color triangle is your 36. So down here I also can cut. I also can cut 36, 36. I fill in 36, 36, and 36. Can you see? So now knowing that already, what can I do? Actually, I can go and find the white color portion. Let's go and find the white color portion down here. The red color is 306. All right. How many green color do I have inside? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white. All right. So I go and find out what is 5 times 36 first. 5 times 36 should give me a 180. All right. There's 5 units inside. There's 5 units inside the red. All right. But the white color portion, let me go and find out the white color portion. The white color portion looks like this. Okay. You must take what? 306 minus 180. And that will give you your 126 cm square. So now I have this white color portion as 126. I have this white color as 126. Can you see not? I got all the information. So now the question wants the ratio of the area of triangle EXH, which is the green triangle, which is 36. 36 is to what? To the area of AD, all right, GF, the whole thing. The red color plus the white color plus 136. All right, so the red color is 306 plus the white color, 126, plus one green color, 36. All right, so you have 36 is to 468. Press your calculator and reduce the lowest term. Answer is 1 is to 13. And that's your way of doing it. Can you see now? Another 5-mark kind of question. If you can understand, good for you. P6, you need to know this. All right, things that overlap and all this, you must know. It's getting very popular. All right, and these are questions from your classmates actually. All right, sorry I have to rush through these 3 questions. If you can go and listen to the recording once again. All right, and as I say, right, you're supposed to finish lesson 11 lah, huh? Any question you can WhatsApp me still, okay? And these are the questions which you can actually print out. All right, so I put it in black and white for you. You can go to your PDF, download it, all right, and you can print from page 23 to 37. All right, page 23 to 37. So you must be landscape, multiple, 2, flip on the long side, print on the both side, and also the safe ink toner, can? So that you can practice once again. All right, so sorry that I have to rush through the last part of this lesson. All right, so keep practicing on your mathematics, right, for P5, P6, especially for the P6, 108 more days. And actually, this is the end of the lesson. Can? All right, I need to go for my Set 1 class next already. All right, in the meantime, please continue to stay safe and be good. All right, don't be naughty. Anything, you can just message me. All right, stay cool. All right, bye-bye, be good.